What is going on, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another Mock Draft Monday. We are inching that much closer to the NFL draft, so let's hop into it today. I am excited about this one. Let's do it. So we got the Jets. We're using PFF. We're doing fast. I tried one on the turbo speed before. That was a little not for me. So we'll do the New York Jets. We'll enter the draft, and we first have to do the Aaron Rodgers trade, and then we will go through from there and do our little draft here. I'm going to change this up slightly from ones that I've done in the past, but I'm going to stay on brand to an extent of something that I would like to see the Jets do. So let's hop into it. So we'll do 42, 43, and Corey Davis, we'll say. Sure. Force trade because we got to force the trade. This is a conditional pick, obviously. Force it. Trade accepted. And let's start the NFL draft. Okay, so Will Levis felt you got to take him. No. Paris Johnson's off the board. Peter Skoronski's off the board. You can stay put and take Broderick Jones. Or let's see if there's a trade back scenario. Hey, the Packers want to move up. Pass. But what about pick 19 with Tampa Bay, and you do 13, 19, 50. Let's switch over and see the draft value, draft tech draft value chart. So 19 is 875 plus 400. Let's see. 875 plus 400 is 1275. So we're getting better value. So, okay, let's see if we can get that one to go. Got it. Okay, so moving back 6 spots, got another second round pick. Resume the draft. And this is a no-brainer. Draft Darnell Wright. In this spot, he is someone who, in my opinion, can come in and play right away at right tackle. I don't see him as someone who can play on the left side. But if Makai's healthy, then you can go Makai at left tackle, Darnell Wright at right tackle, and Max Mitchell's your depth beyond that, and maybe you just post June 1st cut Dwayne Brown if you don't want to back up. But you have that insurance policy anyway. But Darnell Wright is the pick at 19. And now even with the Aaron Rodgers trade, you will still have 2 second-round picks. Jack Campbell just went off the board. Okay, that stinks. I would have loved to grab him at 43. But let's take a look here. Obviously, you have 2 picks kind of back to back. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to take Henley there, or do you want to just grab your offensive lineman and then readjust? I think if you go tackle and then center, that makes a ton of sense. Obviously, JMS, I believe, came off the board already. Let's see. Maybe he's still available too. He is still available. I don't think he would still be here in this mock draft. So let's take Whippler, who I would be more than okay with if he was the pick there. And you drop down to 50. And you have a couple of different options you can go. You want to go safety this early? Do you want to go wide receiver this early? Let's kind of just take a quick peek around the board. Antonio Johnson's still here. Man, I think that would be a home run. Let's do it. Let's take him here at pick 50. I love this. So no 3rd round pick, so you're not back on the board until 112, right? Yeah, okay. Still need a interior defensive lineman. Still need a wide receiver. Let's kind of just take a peek around. Oh, Trey Palmer's here from Nebraska. That's interesting. Mingo from Mississippi. He's a smaller receiver. 6'2", 220. Okay, I apologize. I was mixing him up with somebody else. So that is definitely someone that we can keep in mind. I want to take a look at what the interior of the defensive line looks like as well. I might wait on the interior and go with a wide receiver at this spot because there's some nice wide receivers on the board. Trey Palmer, someone that I like. He's a nice speed and a vertical threat. you still use a vertical threat, and you're giving up, obviously, Corey Davis. Now, this is probably more for depth, and you still might need someone even on top of that, but I'm between Palmer and Mingo. I think I'm taking Palmer here as that deep threat. And still, you have room to go interior defensive lineman. Let's see. Yeah, Kobe Turner's here. Let's take a look at some other guys who are on the board at this point. Yeah, I think of this bunch, Kobe Turner would be that guy for me. And then we got one more pick in round 6 and kind of just go best available at that point. Okay. So still didn't really take a linebacker, but I don't know if there's really one there. It's like, oh my God, you gotta grab it. Oh, Troy Brown, maybe. Troy Brown is an interesting one. They're not gonna like that pick though, but let's see. Let's see if there's any other linebackers. These guys' ADP is way off from where their rank is. That's a touch early on him. Anthony Johnson Jr. is interesting. Do you want to go another interior defensive lineman, a tackle? Not really. I don't have much interest in drafting Stetson Bennett. There's not a ton jumping out for like guys available right here. Honestly, I think I might just go and take Troy Brown out of Mississippi. He's ranked higher than what his ADP is, but ADP can be a little bit overrated, especially when you get this late into the 6th and 7th round. But we'll see. We'll go through our final mock draft, see how they grade it. I'm pretty happy with how this came out, to be honest with you. This trade, obviously, you move back 6 spots and get another 2nd round pick. They gave that a B. Darnell Wright gave an A-. They were really not a fan of the Luke Whippler and Antonio Johnson picks. I don't really get that one at all. Trey Palmer, average on. Kobe Turner, they really liked. They did like the Troy Brown pick. Okay. And they don't have a grade. It was a forced trade. I guess that's why they don't have a grade on it. But overall, the draft, they gave a B. I don't know. I think you're getting a guy and Darnell Wright who can start right away. 2 guys. Their first 3 picks are guys who would play pretty big roles right away. We've mentioned a few times that I think the safety duo of Clark and Whitehead's a little redundant. So getting a starter, he's 64 on their big board. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think both of these grades are a little unfair, but you sound off in the comments. How'd I do with this mock draft? I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.